Hello and welcome to JC Gaming. Today we are going to do the painting. We're going to do, I want to say probably green doors and walls and then black roof up here. Um, and then we're going to mess around with the dozer a little bit. I hear repeatedly that they are junk and I want to see for myself. I want to say we did forest green, so let's see, we're going to need 20, 40, 54, like 64, so let's just do 100 just so we have extras. And I know for a fact we did 120 panels up top, so just so we have an extra, we're going to go ahead and do 150 of those. Why is it not doing this? 1, 5, 0. There we go. So we have the two paints we're going to be using. That'll take care of the doors, the side walls, the roof, and like I said, we'll get it to messing around with the dozer here. So let's go ahead and paint these outside. We're going to go into first person and go click. Click. I believe we're probably going to end up doing these outside here like a yellowish color too, like a safety yellow or something, just to have a little bit different contrast. I don't believe we can do concrete, which kind of sucks. It'd be nice to be able to paint the bottom part of this concrete black, so that it has a little contrast match to it though. So let's get this done and get on to messing with dozers. This shouldn't take too long though. We'll just get these few walls, doors, and then we'll jump up top on the roof. I did get I don't know if I said this before, I did get another smelter and started making rubber. So that we have the ability to make all the parts for equipment. I also don't know if you can color these or not. I haven't tried yet. I don't think I want to leave that. I don't want to make it green, so we're not going to use this one. Okay, so almost done here. Just a few more blocks and we'll have this green done. Yes, that one is black. Okay, so let's go around over here, use the smelter to our advantage. We'll jump up on top of this one. Sorry about that. Had a little sneezing attack there. Alright, so we're going to paint these all black. Make it look like it's been tarred. Because we all know most flat roofs have been tarred anyway, so. And then I'll find out where I put the drone at. I think it's in my inventory. And we can get a good look at this, the way it looks up from the sky. I believe that the dozer, they say the ripper can tear through solid rock. I want to test that. And then I also want to get on some like dirt area and see if we can make it go flat, because I've heard nothing but horror stories about using the dozer and excavator. I have tried the excavator. I'm not very good at it, and I think the reason part of that is everybody I know that's doing good with it has twin joysticks, which I don't have, and it's really hard to do it with a keyboard and mouse. There's just so many controls you have to worry about all at once. And yes, you have to click every single time. You can't just hold it down. And for a while, I guess you could. Hold on. Oh yeah, you have to click it every single time. And I'm not sure what it's going to look like inside, but I'm sure the inside is going to be black too, which is fine. If we have to, we'll put in some lighting of some sort. I think with the windows we put in that we won't have to worry about it though. I do need to adjust one of the controls on the Dozer. It says like control and up, down, left, right for the Ripper, and that messes with my OBS settings, so I need to change that to something else. We'll just clear it out and do just up, down, left, right. Make it easy for myself that way. I wonder if painting is considered terraforming. Like if the autosave came in here, if I couldn't paint until it was done. Alright, almost, well, 2/3 of the way done. We're out of paint. That's weird since there's only 120 tiles up here, I thought. Whatever. We'll do another. Why is that not working? 1, 0. How weird. Any rate. Just so we'll have some extra paint laying around in case we want to paint something else. What would be nice is if they put like an angled steel plate, so that if you wanted to put a steel plate over the top of your conveyor, you could do it, or an angled dump plate in that, for that matter, so that if you wanted to have like conveyors running underneath of a ramp or something like that, you could still use the dump plate idea. Because the dump plate will pick up the dirt. I did try the explosive trick of dropping out the middle of a tunnel. It does not work anymore. So there is that. I tried it with the mesh in there. I went back in here before I started building the ramp, and I put in a set of explosives. I unsaved it. I didn't keep it, but it all drops down and clogs up the conveyors, even with drop plates in there. So I think the paint I'm going to put in here with the parts, just so we have it all. It's technically not like a video, so we're going to buy a Dozer now, and let's just go with this one here. Not the most expensive, but not the cheapest. I get the 900 here. 585 power. Yeah, let's go with this one here. Alright, let's purchase that. Get this put down out here so we can mess around and see if the Ripper actually works on this. And then I want to go, like I said, do some digging in dirt. Let me change these settings real quick too. Dozer. I need the tilt for the Ripper. Okay. According to this, it is just up, down, left, right. I don't know why I was messing with my, because the OBS settings is controlled. Let me just see real quick. Yeah, it keeps muting my, how can I do this then? Because I want to mess with the Ripper. So let's clear, and we're going to assign a key of clear. Sign key at left. I mean, it's the same, but for some reason, OBS is putting in the control somehow. Because on OBS, I have it set up with control up or down for muting. So let's try this. Alright, so I press down twice, it unmutes. Press up once and it mutes. Okay, that's going to be weird. Let's just see if we can get this thing to rip. Oh, look at that, it does. A little too low for what I was trying to get done. Yeah, look at that. I mean, obviously it's not going to be very deep, I don't think. We could bring that little loader over here to find out. Good information to have, though. Because that's a 2x2 square, really? Let's see. How do I get that one? What do I do right here? Like this. Okay, so yeah, it's basically a 4-block square, so 2x2. I wonder if it's 2x2 down also. Let's dig in this thing real quick and see what it does. Because I'd like to know this information. Because this would be a whole lot smoother than using explosives. A little slower, but since we already have a dumping pit right here, we can just go ahead and move over here and dump it. This could be like a game changer for getting blasted rock around here instead of using explosives, because it won't go down as deep and you won't have to dig as far down, which is where, you know, getting caught and everything happens, like this right here. Get my wheels back down. I need my wheels on the ground. Let's go backwards, not forward. That was my mistake. I kept trying to go forward. Interesting, interesting. Like I said, some of this stuff is good information to have. Especially if you're first starting out and you don't know. Like I said, I've never messed with the Dozer. I've never messed with the excavator much. I did a little with the excavator, and like I said, I'm not very good with it. I can make it work, but it's very, very slow. Man, does it go down 6? Because that's more than 2 blocks down, isn't it? Yeah, that's more than 2 blocks down. I can measure it right now. That's 3 blocks down. It's, I mean, obviously this part here is solid. So I guess it is 2 blocks down, but you're able to dig out part of the solid rock that's next to the blast zone. So it probably works the same thing with a ripper then. Good information to have, like I said. All right, we'll dump this scoop back in there. I don't want to have too big a hole for something to get stuck in. Then we'll take that dozer and go up top and see about doing some dirt scapades. Messing around, doing some stuff up there. Really? Drop it. There we go. The main reason why I was thinking about this is I was thinking about making like a parking lot right out here. And as you can see, it is definitely not level. Well, I don't want to put a big blast zone over here, so if I ran a ripper across here, ripped it all up, and then brought a loader in or a dozer to push it, I think that'd be helpful. And then I can make this all paved out here. So we need to raise this thing up. Okay, now we got that figured out. I'm not sure if I want to go 8 miles an hour all the way back to the back, so I think I'm going to pick this up and then run back there. Probably be the easiest way. So let's drop down here, we'll pick up the dozer, close the map, and just run across real quick. Have it delivered over here. Like I said, mainly I want to see, what I can do with it, make it work. If people's issues with the dozer are legitimate or if they're a joke and they just don't know how to make it work, I'd like to know. Alright, so we have tilt left right. Let's raise this thing all the way up real quick. We have tilt forward and back. Well, if I can make it go straight and forward, there we go. Okay, now we'll straighten this back out. We'll go by the top of the dozer there. Make sure it's even. That looks pretty good right about there. Alright. We'll move forward here and just see if we can push a nice little straight flat row here. I can tell already I'm going to have to be adjusting up and down as I go, because it wants to dig up or raise up. That's pushed all the way down and I'm still like coming up a little bit. However, it is going pretty much the way I want it to. I mean, that's not too bad. Come through one time, do this, come through a second time and smooth it out. And from what I was told, yes, it moves dirt, but it also deletes dirt when it builds up after a while. So let's just stop right here at this ledge. We'll raise this thing up all the way. All the dirt dropped out. Okay, that's fine. I keep hearing that it just creates dirt out of nothing, so I'm trying to figure out, where they get that idea from. My guess is their blade was too low. Alright, so we went up. So let's adjust a little to the right. Go back down. Let's see if we can keep this thing going flat this time. And I just raised up again. I jumped over the top of the dirt. So if that's the case, I'm just going to have to keep it down a little bit if it's going to keep raising back up on me anyway. And then maybe it'll keep the flat movement that I want. Nah, it's still going way up. I mean, that's still, it's doable because you can adjust it and come back, re-grab, adjust as you go. Kind of go up and down with the blade for I don't know, for never having used one before, I think I'm doing pretty good. So I don't know if I can make a flat ground with it, but I'm kind of willing to try. I I mean, it would take a lot of work and a lot of effort, but I mean, I think it can make it happen. And then we wouldn't have to use as many concrete blocks all the time too. Because it gets old making those things. I mean, you gotta go harvest the gravel, and then make cement, and then make concrete blocks. So, I mean, it's going uphill a little bit, but I think that if we just mess with it a little bit, we can make it work the way we wanted to. That's taking a little too much. Try to do it from behind here. Yeah. See if we can make it go straight. Like I said, the main reason I'm trying to do this is so that we can see what is available in the future when we go to other maps where we might actually need a dozer. Like here, you really don't need one. There are definitely spots you could use one. And this thing's, it is going up a little bit, but it's like, it's keeping a steady, flat rate for the most part. And I think it's kind of going with the contour of the ground, because if you look over there, it's the same as what the actual ground level is. Okay, so we get that out, put that, drop that down. I think with enough work you can make it happen now. It's not junk, but it's not like great. But if we were to come back over here to this side now that I can actually see what's going on, drop this thing down and see if we can make it go flat now. I want to adjust this a little bit more forward. That's as far forward as it can go, okay. And then we will adjust that, lower it down. Yeah, I'm just going to dig a hole here because I'm just going to see what it does. If it'll stop or get stuck or what's it going to do. Yeah, this is with the blade all the way down the entire time, and it just basically made a big dip there. And now we're going back up again. Alright, let's raise this up, come back. Because it was good till about here. That is down all the way again. Yeah, at some point it just gets too much for the bucket and it starts raising it up. Because I haven't changed the scoop at all on the dozer itself. Interesting, interesting. I mean, it's still pushing and it's starting to stay flat. Just that initial, let's see if we get out here and look after we get out of this hole here. And I wasn't trying to make it go straight or anything like that, just letting the machine do its work and see what it did. Now if we jump out here, and let's just use this as for a reference point. Alright, so that one over there did pretty good when I was just trying to adjust up and down a little bit. Obviously it still started tracking up. This one over here, which was the first run over here, it gradually went up, and then as I dug down on this one, it just went down and then back up. So, I mean, it is possible, I guess, you can make it work. It would definitely take some training, I guess, experience in using it. I think it'd be fun to play around with in a new map, trying to make a road or something. Like if we just went over here and said we're just going to try to skim off the top and try to make a road. Works better to get up on the hill first. Okay, so we go like this and say we're going to try to skim off the top, make a little road. It is pushing. We could raise it up, lower it down to where we just have flat ground. Don't want to go too deep at any point, too shallow at any point. And then after this, you could come through with a paver. Roller first. See, now it's trying to dig down. Roller first, and then I think it definitely wants to dig, is what it wants to do no matter what. Unless I need to have the thing tilted back to make it. Let's try that. Let's tilt back all the way. See if that helps at all. And then adjust this. Move it that way. Okay. Because I would like to be able to use these in the videos, but if it's not going to be easy and it's going to make just a horrible mess, why try? Alright, so we tilt all the way back this time. Yeah, it doesn't want to dig at all. Having it tilt all the way back is not how to do this. Okay. Let's try a half tilt. There, maybe? Like I said, I would like to use these, so it would be nice to see if they actually can get to work properly. That might be the ticket there. I can't tell if it's taking off the top or if it's just pushing the dirt that I already have. Yeah, it's skimming very little. But that could be adjusted with the height. That's dug in all the way right there. Let's see if it digs down now. It's definitely sliding to the side. It's definitely, and it's not digging too well. Alright, let's try it straight on this time. See if it still slides to the side or not. It's really not, I mean, can I go down further? No, that's as far down as it goes. So it's made a little lump. Now it's going to start digging now. Well, if we could just keep that going, it'd be great. But it's going back uphill now. I don't know what to do with this, or how to think about it. I can definitely see there's good parts to the dozer, like being able to use the ripper to break this, instead of going 6 meters down, you're only go 4 meters down. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Well, I'm going to call this one a video. That's 30 minutes of messing around with the dozer and doing a little bit of painting. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.